Mexico City to swap Columbus statue for one of indigenous woman.
Here's a summary of the article.
AFP. A statue of Italian explorer Christopher Columbus, which stood on one of the main avenues of Mexico City, will be replaced by one of an indigenous woman. Mexico City Mayor Claudia Sheinbaum said the bronze likeness of Columbus would be moved to a park and a statue of an Olmec woman would take its place. The Columbus statue was removed from its plinth last year ahead of protests. Protesters have toppled Columbus statues in Latin America and the U.S. Christopher Columbus, an Italian-born explorer who was financed by the Spanish crown to set sail on voyages of exploration in the late 15th century, is seen by many as a symbol of oppression and colonialism, as his arrival in America opened the door to the Spanish conquest. Ms. Sheinbaum said that the Columbus statue would not be hidden away, but that the civilizations which existed in Mexico before the Spanish conquest should receive recognition. The mayor said that sculptor Pedro Reyes was working on a statue of a woman from the Olmec civilization, which flourished in the Gulf of Mexico from 1200 BC to 400 BC, to replace that of Columbus on Reforma Avenue. The plinth on which the Columbus statue stood has been empty since 10 October 2020, when it was removed for restoration purposes just 2 days before planned protests marking the arrival of Columbus in 1492. Some activists had issued calls on social media for the statue to be toppled.
This post received a score of 66,000, with an upvote ratio of 79%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Your move, Colombia.
Colombia to swap Mexico statue for one of indigenous man. Indigenia.
Equimini.
Stankonia.
Spatiatidopolicious.
Damn James.
That said, Claudia Sheinbaum is notorious for being a populist. In 2019, Mexico City had a drastic fuel shortage when the federal government cracked down on huachicaleros. Claudia denied ant shortages, while everyone not living under a rock was doing the queues. Just this month, the federal government declared Mexico City in the red stoplight category.
Plot twist. The indigenous woman is Malinche.
That's what I expected to read, TBH.
I will not rest until Columbus, Ohio changes its name to Indigenous Woman Town, O.
Flavor Town or nothing.
Suplex City. Birthplace of Macho Man Randy Savage. That's real.
Now I really want a Slim Jim.
You ever seen these?
I will be ordering some of these.
Like, just a generic indigenous woman, or someone specific.
I was wondering this as well.
My teachers haven't been paid in a year and a half in my public university. I have lost almost 2 years' worth of education. But I guess the government has a priorities. A fucking statue over our education.
How do they survive? I mean, the Mexican ancestors were the conquistadors as much as they were the imperial natives.
Yeah, but everyone's ancestor is a cunt, because humans are cunts.
Yeah, that's pretty much my view. There's no clean history, apes be like that.
Theorizing about what someone's random ancestors might be done is not a good reason to celebrate a man who is known to have doing terrible things.
It's quite possible the celebration is of the good things, not the terrible things. He was horrible by all accounts, but he also changed the world. The entire world. I guess I never thought of a statue as the same as a canonization. I can understand a statue to Genghis Khan in Mongolia, despite his reputation as the scourge over in the West.
Que pongan a la India Maria.
Why fileman Tombian ha 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 ha.
No olvides chimoltrufia. Classic populism and virtue signaling. Let's put a statue of a indigenous woman, because we care. Also, let's destroy the forest to build a useless train and fuck up the lives of living indigenous people, like Mayas. Because we don't fucking care.
This thread is just a huge wallop of bad history. Clearly no one here has any real conception of who Columbus actually was. Rape? Check. Murder? Tons. Excitement at the prospect of subjugating what he estimated to be millions of people? Obviously. Particularly interested in the selling of preteen girls as sex slaves? Of course, who isn't?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.